Hola, mi bitches. 'Tis I, Chlois, aka Manny Bish, on my nail Insta, and today we are using K-Dip George Glass Camo. This dip is so mesmerizing. Look at that. And I lost some flakies. But it is a flaky dip powder, and this is just so gorgeous because it's one of those that in some lights, in a certain angle, it looks green. Others, it's pink. There's some purple, orange. Like, it's so gorgeous. So, I have taken my overlay off that I worked so hard-ish at, before the new year. And we're just bare nailing it. So what I have on my nails right now is just one single layer of dip base, and a layer of Elmer's glue for my peel base. And now we're just dipping over that. So, I'm more of my advice, I guess, on this flaky dip situation will come in the second dip. So for this first one, I'm just dipping as normal, straight into the dip, cleaning around my cuticles, and then tapping the flakies in just to make sure everything is laying down, stuck where it needs to be stuck, if there's still some wet base kind of thing going on. And I'm being really careful to stay away from my sidewalls and cuticle area. I am just creating, like, literally, this is the craziest thing because you hear people say it and you think, well, that's easier said than done, which it totally is. So when they say, like, you want literally just, like, a hair of space between the product and your cuticle, it is so hard to achieve that, but I have finally done it, I think. And so I'm proud of myself on that. That I finally have gotten, like, a good, clean cuticle mani situation and good application right off the bat without having to file like crazy. So I would really say just really start your brush towards the, like, 3/4, like a quarter of the way away from your cuticle. Start your brush, place it there, and push the product back towards your cuticle. And that's going to help you be in more control. Don't start at your cuticle. Now, I scrubby brushed the flakies off. And what that's going to do too, as you kind of seen, it kind of like smashed the flakies together even and like created that more depth of color. And it got rid of any pieces that were sticking out that didn't need to be there and everything. So that's going to help keep your dip base clean from any flakies getting stuck to your brush and going in when you use a stiff bristle brush to clean. And I am still checking to make sure, though, that nothing is on my brush. And if I feel like there is, I will go ahead and wipe it off before dipping back into my base. But just 99% of the time, just being cautious and using a stiff bristle brush between layers can also help get any thing that could contaminate your brush off of your nails as well. Excess glitter, excess flakies, excess color, powder, all of that. So I do recommend using a stiff bristle brush even in between layers. Now, I will say for this second layer of flaky dip, when you go to dip your nail in for the second layer, if you see a space that might have a little less coverage than the next or than the first layer, like, okay, my ring finger and my index finger, I believe it was, had less coverage in certain areas than my other nails. And so when I tapped the jar to get those flakies to rise, wherever I seen the most flakies like condensed in, that is where I am going to focus that empty space on my nail. I did do a third layer of this color too, just because it was like more on the sheer side and I wanted it to be just a little bit denser packed with the flakies. So I'm just, when I'm tapping, this is like so hard to explain. Wherever the flakies, when I tap the jar and the flakies rise to the top, because for whatever reason, when you tap your jar, your glitter and flakies, whatever is in there, is going to rise to the surface. So whenever you do that and you see like an empty space on your nail, angle that. So I angled my free edge right there in that densely packed part of the flakies, because that's where I was missing coverage at my tip. So I had a hole at the corner of my pinky that needed more flakies. So wherever I seen the majority of those flakies in the jar, I tried to angle my finger like straight where that hole was on my finger, right into that pool of flakies. That is a lot of talking and not a lot of sense coming out, and I apologize. Please tell me somebody understood that, because I felt like I didn't understand myself. Explaining is not my strong suit. Like, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. If you're watching this for the first time and you thought, oh, this looks like a good tutorial video, surprise, it's me. I'm the problem. Hi, it's me. You're going to get a whole lot of nonsense and gibberish when you watch these videos. Tutorial, perhaps. Laughter, maybe some of that too. Confusion by the end of the video, definitely. You'll be there with me. So yeah, I'm clear dipping all of my fingers. This is now our fourth layer of this. Again, I was started off with, like no overlay or anything on my nail, so I'm fine with building up the layers and the strength and all that. We literally started from scratch. So this is that. Also, did anybody notice that I tried a different angle of my camera for this video? I don't like it. So this will be the one and only video as of now that is like filmed like this, because I thought, oh, I don't know, let's see what it'll be like to change the filming direction that I got going on. No, hate it, not here for it. We're going back to the normal. There are just some things from 2022 that we are sticking with, and the camera angle is one of them. So, use my stiff bristle brush to scrubby dub off my clear. Now we are activating, and I did file ever so slightly around my sidewalls and cuticles just to straighten it up a little bit. I had a little random few like bumps here and there. Did that, buffed them. Now, I have a few spaces on my ring finger and pointer finger at the free edge, literally right at the free edge from filing, that I just want to cover up. So I'm going to take this acrylic paint pen marker, and I'm going to just apply some abstract-y, weird art. I literally had no rhyme or reason as to what I was doing. I just knew I needed to cover up the free edge, so that's where I started. And then I was like, well, let's create some triangles and some dots going up, and that's what I did. And then I was like, well, okay, now I need something off to the side of this, so we did that with some extra little dot guys. And then I needed to do something on my ring finger, and I thought, well, we'll kind of do about the same thing but a little different. So again, starting with my free edge, and starting at my free edge, I am kind of creating another triangle situation, but this time I'm coloring it all the way in. And did you see that I just like literally lost control of my hand and wrote on myself? So that's a thing. And I again created little polka dot guys. I was trying to use the polka dots around my cuticle to like get the straightness going. That didn't work. This guy is still crooked on my ring or on my index finger, which this fingernail in general is just crooked on both of my fingers. So, but you know, whatever. I decided that instead of doing polka dots off to the side, I wanted to just create that as a full like French tip little moment. and I could just connected it all to the triangle there in the center. And then since this polka dot was now out, like, not in rhythm with the triangle, I just created a circle and made it center, because it wasn't as just a polka dot. So I just added it as a little circle. So now I'm just adding a layer of a dip base on top of that to protect it from the activator. So I let that marker dry for about 3 minutes. Then I went in with the dip base and let that dry for about 3 minutes. Now I will activate. I did not want to go in with the activator straight over the marker because I knew for a fact that that would make it bleed, and I did not want to do that. I didn't want to smudge the stuff and have it like go everywhere and have to start over with the nail art situation. Like, yeah. So I let the marker dry for 3 minutes, applied dip base, let that dry for about 3 minutes, and then went in with the activator. And then I rubbed the excess off my nails, and now I'm going in with my top coat and doing our fast little motions for our first layer. I just spit on my phone talking to y'all. Gross. And now I'm going in with my second layer, and I am holding my thumb down with my index finger, the skin around my thumb, because you see that I still ended up getting it on my skin. But I just took that off right away, because when it does come to doing the free edge on short nails, it's actually a pain in the butt, because yeah, your brush is more likely than not going to touch your skin, and nobody wants dip base on their skin because that ish is a pain in the butt to get off. So yeah, this is my nails. Honestly, the pictures will not do this color justice of the way that it reflects and changes colors in the light. It is the most pretty, beautiful, like magical, majestic thing ever. I love this. And I felt like had like a punk rock moment going on with the black on top of it, with it being like abstract. But yeah, these are my nails. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, bitches.